It's been about 3 months since my last achievement video, and 5 months since my last big project. This video has taken me so long, not only to record, but to edit as well. With that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoy. Pokémon Scarlet starts like any other Pokémon game. You talk to your mum, you scurry your little legs upstairs, you grab your bag, and then you have a choice of 3 different Pokémon. Sprigatito, the very cute grass type, Fuecoco, the fire type, and Quaxly, the water type. Of course I went with Sprigatito. I got really creative with the name. He's green, frogs are green, called him Frog. Nemona then asks if you want to battle, giving you the illusion you actually had a choice. Regardless, she gets clapped. After folding Quagsire like a deck chair, your mum decides to greet you at the entrance to give you a sandwich. After cramming the sandwich into your bag, Nemona teaches you how to catch Pokemon. The first thing you catch is a pig.
Nice.
And you already know I had to call it Bacon. I caught 4 different Pokemon in this area. One of those being a fletchling that I obviously had to call Dog. You then walk to the lighthouse, look over the edge of a cliff, decide to jump off. That was a strange ending for a Pokemon game. Anyway, you somehow survive by your magical flying phone. You see a dying Pokemon on the floor.
I'm dying! Help me!
You decide to give him the sandwich that your mum gave you, completely negating the fact that he could be allergic to anything in this sandwich. After you somehow didn't poison him with your sandwich, you decide to follow him in a cave, cause that's a good idea. Once in the cave, I caught 2 different Pokemon that we're never going to speak about again. Then we got bum rushed by a pack of Houndour. For some reason this guy shouted abuse about their mum.
Your mum gay!
I'm sure that won't come back to bite us in the ass. Who could have seen this coming? Needless to say, she wasn't very happy about what he said. But this guy couldn't admit he was wrong. He doubled down. He got us surrounded. And instead of being a man about it and fighting this out, he decides to run away. I can't complain, at least he brought me with him. After all that excitement, he collapses outside. He might be gluten intolerant after all. Then we met Arvin. I think he has some mummy issues. I could be wrong, there was a lot of text and I couldn't be bothered to read it all. One thing I do know is he wants to fight. The only reason he's fighting me is he doesn't know that Quaxly is still in intensive care. Squirvet didn't even stand a chance. After killing his Pokemon and stealing Koraidon's Pokeball, we are finally able to put this guy away forever. Then I went on a bit of a catching spree. Anyway, we finally make it to the Pokemon Academy. Nemona thinks it's a great idea to have a second battle. I'm not sure how she can afford the hospital bills, but that's her problem, not mine. After another easy victory and 2 more Pokemon in the hospital, we finally make our way into the academy. Got some coffee. I then found these guys that like stars a bit too much. This is where we got the Terra Orb. Once in the school, there's a lot of text and boring stuff. All we really care about is the 8 gym locations and the 5 titans. Then someone hacks our phone. Then we get introduced to Professor Seda. We get given our dorm room. Take a stupidly long nap. Nemona then breaks into my apartment just to tell me that there's a treasure hunt. Hacker Guy's back, just to tell us there are 5 members of Team Star. We are now able to ride Koraidon. I caught 3 more Pokemon. I then arrived at the Cortondo gym. Each gym has a gym test. For whatever reason, you have to score a goal with an olive for this gym test. Not really sure why. After passing the test, you can now challenge Katie. After defeating Katie, I then caught 5 Pokemon. Frog finally wanted to evolve. I then caught 8 more Pokemon before the second gym. For the second gym test, you need to look for 10 Sunflora. Not sure why that's a test, but we got all of them anyway. We meet Brassius in the weirdest way. Crush his team and steal his badge. And proceed to catch 9 Pokemon and act like nothing just happened. The person hacking my phone convinced me to go inside this secret base and kill every Pokemon I see. Instead of questioning it, I just went straight in. A lady came out riding a Pokemon car? You should know by now, not even a massive car stands a chance against Frog. That's our first team star down. I'd love to know the reason why we're fighting these people, but I didn't pay attention at all. After that I catch 3 more Pokemon. We then arrive at the 3rd gym. Lo and behold, Nimona shows up. She's either got deep pockets or a coupon card for hospital bills, because you already know what's about to happen. Then we get jump scared by Lono. Then she gets us to play Where's Waldo with the director.
Hey! Come on, man! That's too easy!
Lono really thinks she has a chance. Anyway, after collecting the 3rd gym badge, I then caught 6 Pokemon. I make my way down to the next Team Starbase. We then get challenged to battle by a SoundCloud rapper. My game crashed for the first time. This lady outside the gym tells me that the gym leader's lost his wallet. She decides it's a great idea to give it to me, even though we've never met before. I then caught 2 Pokemon. I then return his wallet. He thinks it's a great idea to give me, a child, £50,000 to bid on seaweed. Apparently winning an auction is the gym test. I then challenge Kofu. This was an easy gym because Frog has the type advantage. I caught 6 more Pokemon and went straight to the next gym. Then we're on to my favourite gym leader, Larry. He just complains about his job and his boss. It's great. After beating this gym, something amazing happened. Frog and Dog both evolved. Nimona manages to track us down and challenges us to a battle. This time we have a referee. Not that that's going to help her at all. She's still going to get absolutely stomped as usual. This guy decides he wants to evolve into a Minecraft beacon. I then decided to take on most of the Titans. There are 5 Titans altogether. There's a worm, a crab, a bird, an elephant, and some sushi. After each fight you get a Herba Mystica. There is a whole side story about helping his sick dog get better. It's very cute and heartwarming. All that I care about is it gives you the ability to fly, swim, and go up walls. I won't be showing me fighting them, as it's just the same thing 5 times, but if anyone's curious, this is the order I did them in. I then made my way to the next gym. The next gym test, you basically just end the careers of multiple trainers. The last person you face is Ryan, the gym leader. I then ran straight to the next gym, and of course, Nimona wants to battle again. As always, she didn't even stand a chance. After making her look like a fool again, I make my way to the next gym test, which apparently is going down a snow slope with Koraidon. After absolutely crushing the snow slope, I challenged the gym leader, Grusher. I then catch 4 Pokemon, one being a flamingo that I call Chicken. I absolutely blitz it to the next gym. I then get peer pressured into doing some exercise. After I pass my emotional spectrum practice, I take on the gym leader, Tulip. I then catch one Pokemon, make and eat a ham sandwich, and then proceed to kill as many Chansey as I can. Just to grind a few levels. Hacker person's back on my phone, so you already know what's about to happen. Car, angry member of Team Star, easy W. I then rinse and repeat this 2 more times. You know how it goes. Hacker phone call. Pokemon car. Team Star member. Easy W. I then go to a showdown with Clive. I can't remember who Clive is. I know it's meant to be a big reveal that he's the director, but I'm not following this. Director or not, he's about to get his cheeks clapped. After whatever that was, I then make my way to the Elite Four. I get told to take a seat. He then proceeds to ask me some questions. I make my way into the Elite Four arena. The Elite Four don't even know what's about to hit them. Frog has killed an entire species of Chansey at this point. You think an Elite Four is gonna stop him? With the Elite Four pack in their bag, I make my way through to the champion. After becoming champion, Nimona asks you for one last battle, as champions. After defeating Nimona for the last time, we finally go back to our dorm room. That's the end of the Victory Road storyline. Now I just need to finish up the last 2 storylines. All I had to do for the Path of Legends was fight Arvin. I only recorded the video in this next section, so I'll skim through it as there's no audio. After completing the Path of Legends, I catch 5 more Pokemon. I buy a cool backpack. I then make my way to the schoolyard to finally find out who's been hacking my phone this whole time, which turns out to be Penny. They then challenged me to a battle, which is a bit odd, considering they saw what I've done to all of the other members of Team Star. After I defeat her, she decides to tell me her entire life story. She then asks to meet us at the bottom of the staircase, says sorry, and then runs up the stairs, and that's the end of the Team Star storyline. After this, I go see Arvin. I then start the post-game by catching 5 Pokemon. There are 4 labs altogether. I have to go into each one and disable the lock. The first and the second one were right next to each other. I catch 2 Pokemon on my way to the 3rd lab. After disabling the third lab, we make our way to this cool cave area. I catch 3 Pokemon here. After disabling all 4 locks, I jump to my death. After getting saved by my stupid magic phone, I decide since I'm down here to open the 0 lab. Loads of ancient Pokemon rush out, and very quickly go extinct again. I then for some reason think it's a great idea to run into the 0 lab, where we finally meet Professor Seda, just to find out that she's actually been a robot this whole time. We then take an elevator to a time machine. I should have probably been paying attention because I have no clue what's going on. We then place the Scarlet book in the pedestal. I didn't even know we had this, but we move. Seda said she was most likely going to attack us when we put the book in, and that's exactly what happened. You should know by now, Frog cannot be stopped. After Frog absolutely stomps her team, she decides to be super petty and disables the use of Pokeballs in battle. It took me longer than I'd like to admit to figure out I could put Koraidon in battle. After defeating her for a second time, she gets sucked up into the time machine, and we somehow just walk out of there like nothing happened. After all of that, I finally get the Master Ball, and that is the end of Pokemon Scarlet. This video took just over 3 months to make. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.